Hello friends. I feel like I might as well call you guys my friends now because I've been talking to you guys every single day and you guys are actually listening to me. I appreciate you guys so much. I do. Happy Vlogmas Day 21, and today I'm doing another sit down video rather than vlogging all day because I have nothing going on today. Not a hair appointment or anything. So today I am doing my first ever client horror story. Ooh. So if you guys don't know, a client horror story is this trend on YouTube where hairdressers or nail technicians or whoever just do storytime videos talking about bad experiences that they've had with their clients. And then there's other videos where it's like hair salon horror story and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure you guys might have seen it, maybe. I don't know, but I see them all the time. I find them very entertaining, so here goes mine. This is my most recent story that I even have to share because this happened today and yesterday kind of, so it's very fresh in my head. So I just wanted to share it, okay? So get comfortable and listen to me talk and rant a little bit. Okay, so I don't think I really mentioned this a lot, but besides working on my own personal clients that I do from house to house, I also work at two places actually as an on-call braider. They're both jobs where if they have a client that wants braids, they call me in, but I don't stay there and work all day like a regular salon employee, you know what I mean? So this one job I have, it's a beauty store, and in the back there's like a little cutout section where he has a station set up, and that's my little headquarters, and I go in whenever somebody wants braids. So it's not a real salon or anything, it's just a beauty shop. But here in Pennsylvania, you don't need a license to do braids, so you can pretty much set up a braiding place anywhere. So some people do it in beauty stores, so I work for this one place. So that's where this client comes from. She's not one of my personal clients. Not sure if that was a necessary detail, but I wanted to share anyway. So this client, I really don't work on her very often. I work on her very sporadically. So, you know, like every time I work on her is like working on her for the first time. So long story short, the last time I did her hair was actually last week, and I was actually vlogging about it because she was late to her appointment. I think I did this on Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, so she has an 11 o'clock appointment for a crochet style. And it's at 11 because she wanted it at 11. When she called me for the appointment, it was early enough for her to pretty much choose what time she had because I had nothing else going on that morning. And I know it only takes me about 2 hours to do a crochet style, so I told her she can pick anywhere from 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon because that'll be the latest that I could do her hair in order for me to get to dance on time. So she chose to come in at 11 a.m. So there was no reason that she should have been late, but she was late. So if you guys didn't watch the vlog, what happened was I went to work, and at 11:10 she texted me and she goes, I'm running late, or sorry, I'm running a little late, or something like that. So right then and there I was already kind of rubbed the wrong way, just because your appointment's at 11 o'clock. So why wait until 11:10 when you're already late for your appointment to tell you I'm gonna be late? I know that you're currently late right now. You know what I mean? So disrespect number one. And when she had texted me that, I was actually getting ready to tell her, I'm sorry you didn't show up for your appointment, I'm going home, or I'm leaving, or whatever. But I was gonna wait like another 5 minutes, so I was gonna wait for her to be 15 minutes late before I decided to cancel the appointment. And if you guys don't know, giving a client 15 minutes as a grace period is pretty generous for most salons, but I was gonna give her 15 minutes, so she waits until 10 minutes late to tell me she's gonna be late. Whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, well, you just told me you're running late, so I'm assuming, usually when people are running late and they don't say how late they're gonna be, they're like 5 minutes down the road, they're right there, you know what I mean? This lady casually walks in at 11:58. She is almost an hour late. I don't even know how I managed to wait that long. Well, honestly, I waited that long because I got into a conversation with the owner of the shop, and also I was on the phone with my friend. So I was in this long conversation, and I didn't realize how much time was passing. And then I remember when it was like about 40 minutes late, I was like, this is ridiculous. And I picked up my phone to text her to say forget the appointment, and then I heard the door open, so I thought it was her. It wasn't her, but I got distracted, so I never ended up telling her don't bother coming in anymore. And then she ended up walking in a few minutes later. So she was just nonchalantly like, oh, I'm so sorry, I was taking my braids out and I was running a little late, so you know, I had work last night and taking my hair, yada yada, whatever. So she was late because she was taking out her hair. Taking out her own hair. Just keep that in mind. So whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's okay, it happens, you know, whatever. I just do her hair anyway because it just so happened that I had no one else to do that day, because if you guys have been following my vlogs, I haven't been very busy lately. Like, being a hairdresser in this area is not crazy busy. Like the pandemic has kind of ruined us a little bit, and then also being that it's holiday time, people are saving money. So this month I haven't been too busy. So luckily for her, I was still able to do her hair. So anyway, she got a crochet style, and if you don't know what crochet is, basically you do a lot of tiny curls in your hair. You do it in a certain pattern depending on how you want the hair to fall, and then you use crochet hair, which is hair that either loops over itself or it has loops on the top. You take a crochet hook, pull the hair through the braids, and knot it into the braid. Simple. It's very easy. The thing about crochet hair though is that there is no way to hide the knots really. Me personally, when I'm doing crochet styles, I prefer full curly hair that's like really thick, because that way at least the curl kind of like sticks up a little bit and it covers the knots. But if you use a straighter pattern or a loose wave or something close to straighter hair, it's pretty much impossible to never see any of the knots anywhere, because every single piece of hair has a knot above it. So at the top of your head you're gonna see like where the part is or something, you're gonna see knots. So when you're using straighter hair or looser hair, you need to have a lot of hair to complete the style. So I braided down her hair, and I'm already about like almost halfway through her head when she realizes, she goes, oh, I didn't bring enough hair. Like she's looking and she only had 3 packs of hair left. This is kind of on me though, I would admit that, because I should have made sure that she had enough hair before I started, because a style like that, with that type of hair, it takes a lot more hair than if I had used a fuller texture hair. But that's the hair she brought. But I do remember that she had a bag full of hair, and I knew that it looked like it wasn't enough hair. So even though I didn't see how many packs, I was pretty sure she had enough. But apparently she didn't, because when she told me this, I was only halfway through her head and she only had 3 packs of hair left. So I told her, in order to make it look fuller, I'll just move on to the front and fill it out as much as I can, and then I'll just fill it out in the back, like with whatever's left. Because at least if she's wearing her hair down and the top is full, she can still hide the fact that she has empty spots, you know what I mean? So I did that, and then I spaced it out to a point where I was able to get the hair to stretch over all of her hair. Every basic section of her head had hair. But yeah, it was a little bit spacey, but she didn't have enough hair, and she knew that. So anyway, so I get to the end of her appointment, and she looked in the mirror, and she's like, oh, I like it. I look so good. It looks like Diana Ross. It's so full, you know, whatever. Because it did end up looking pretty good. I was able to stretch the hair, and we got her whole head covered. So it didn't look like she was lacking hair. She just had to be a little bit careful with how she moved it around, but she liked it. And then she stood up, and then a bag falls out of her lap or under her chair. No, I think under her chair, because I'm the one who found it. Turns out she did have more hair. She just dropped it and she didn't notice. So there were like 3 more bundles of hair, and I was like, oh, that is perfect. So we can finish your hair if you want to, and she didn't want it to be finished. So anyway, she gets up and she looks in the mirror, and then she tells me the one part she doesn't like is where her part is. She said it was too much space in there. So I said, well, if you want, I can put more hair in right now, because we found more hair, and also I could put the hair going in the, like, if I pull the hair in the wrong direction, it'll stick up a little bit, which would help it look fuller at the scalp. Because also her issue is she has really, really, really thin hair, so it's already challenging to cover her head because it's only so much hair I have to work with. Even though I add hair to the braids, it's just very spacey. Like, it looks as if she's on a medication that causes hair loss or something. Like, it's very, very thin. So she's very concerned about her scalp showing, which makes sense. But I did the best that I can. So yeah, so since we found more hair, I told her that I could add more pieces of hair, and she was like, okay, good. And then she's on her way to sit down, and then she looks in the mirror and she's like, you know what, it's fine, I can play with it, I'll just play with it a little bit, it's fine. And I'm like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, look, I could just do this and it's good. I asked again, are you sure? And she said that it's fine. I said I had no problem, I could add on the hair for you, and she said it's fine. It's fine. So she looks in the mirror by my station. She's playing with her hair. She loves it, calling herself Diana Ross. Then she gets up. There's another mirror that she passes on the way out of, like, where my station is. She loved it again. She goes to the counter. She pays for her hair. She leaves. So as far as I'm concerned, she's a happy customer. So this past Friday, which is about 3 or 4 days after I did her hair, she texts me, hey Kelsey, sorry to bother you. I just want you to know this hair is very spacey. I haven't been able to wear it. I've been wearing it under a hat and covering my hair ever since you did it. It's so spacey, I need you to take it out. So me being me and having a petty side, what I would have liked to do was be like, first of all, and, you know, explain everything about how I offered to do more hair, you know, I didn't do anything wrong, this, that, the other thing. But I was like, you know what? She's not starting an argument. She just told me she doesn't like her hair. Basically, she changed her mind. So I just told her, okay, that's fine. Do you want me to take it out and put it in again with a different braid pattern that might cover more, like give you more coverage or whatever? Or did you just want me to take it out and that's it? Or do you want me to just add in more hair? And then I told her that I'm free this evening, and I'm also free on Monday, because those were the only days I had available, which is today. Like I said, this was on Friday, so this is about like around 4 o'clock we had this conversation. She didn't answer me for the rest of the day. She didn't answer me on Saturday, And then on Sunday morning, she texts me, I'll come in on Monday, you can just take it out. Very cold, very like cold, you know? First of all, why didn't you answer me 2 days ago? I could have given your spot away if I wanted to be honest. You could have said, let me get back to you, let me think about it, hold a spot or whatever, you know, but she just nonchalantly didn't answer me and then just commanded me to take it out. Like, she's like, you can't take the hair out. Like, okay, thank you so much for giving me the favor of taking your hair out for you. Whatever. So, I was pretty positive that this lady thinks she's not gonna get her hair, she's not gonna have to pay for her hair. I was pretty sure, like, just from the tone of the way she was texting, it was like coming as an accusing tone. Like, she felt like I had done something wrong to her hair by making it spacey or whatever. Like, she completely disregarded the fact that she was the one who had too little hair, and then when we found more hair, you didn't want to put it in. Not only that, but remember I said I'm working in the back of a beauty shop, so if you run out of hair, you can easily go to the front and buy more hair. But what had happened was, she was honestly just too tired of sitting down anymore. She didn't want to be patient. She was getting impatient, which is funny, being that you could have been done an hour ago had you been at your appointment on time. Whatever. So yeah, so since I'm so sure that she's not trying to pay for this, and like, you know, like, and in her mind she's probably thinking, I just want you to take the hair out, that's not a whole service. It is, in case you guys don't know. Like, coming into a shop to get your hair taken out is considered a service. It's called a takedown, whether I'm taking out a weave, taking out braids, taking out a crochet high style. That is something that you have to pay for. That's a service, especially if I'm driving there just for you. So, I didn't want to just come out of the blue and be like, oh, just so you know, you're going to have to pay for it. You know, like, accusing her of not knowing that. You know, in case of the off chance that she was planning on paying and I'm just accusing her of being cheap. So, I had to make something up really quick to bring it up in conversation. So, I asked her if it was okay if she came in at 10 a.m., if she was okay with that. And she said, yes, thank you. That's another reason I knew she wasn't going to pay, because she didn't ask me how much it cost. She just said thank you, like we had settled the whole transaction. Like, there was nothing more to do but show up. So, where I work, taking out a crochet style, they charge $25. So, she didn't deserve to have a discount or anything, but in order to bring it into a conversation, I told her that I would discount it for you because you didn't get to wear your hair for a long time. So I was like, just so you know, take down normally this much, but today I'll only charge you $20. So I took off $5. Again, she didn't deserve it, but it was just so that I could bring it up in a conversation casually, you know, like, as if I expected her to know that she was gonna pay. Because she should have known. So yeah, so I said that, and it was gonna cost you $20, and then she texts me back and goes, I don't have $20. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, what am I supposed to say to that? You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, I just told you that I'm discounting it, so if you don't have the money to cover your discounted price, Well, how are you planning on getting your hair done? So you obviously don't have the money for the full price. And it's not even it's $20. $20? Really? $20. I'm driving there to make $20. So yeah, so that's it. She just says that she doesn't have $20. So I said, unfortunately, that's how much it would cost you. Or that's how much it costs, or whatever I said. Something plain and flat and simple like that. Again, I would have much rather given her an attitude and be petty, but I'm a professional. So I have to bite my tongue sometimes and answer like a professional and not be like, what were you expecting me to do? You want me to do your, like, you know, I would, ugh, guys, I don't take disrespect very well. I don't take being taken advantage of very well. I don't really stay silent. So that's me personally. One of the hardest parts of being in a business and a profession like this is keeping my cool when people have the nerve to step all over me or even try to step all over me. Like, who do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? Don't even attempt it. Anyway. So after I told her that that's what it's gonna cost, she didn't say anything. So honestly, I was hoping that she would say something and try to explain why she shouldn't pay for it, just so I could speech her off and, you know, in a professional way and let her know how wrong she is and how much of an idiot she sounds like. But she didn't say anything, so I just took it as, okay, so this appointment's not happening. I really wasn't expecting it to happen, but this appointment isn't happening. About an hour later, she texts me back and she says, okay, I got you. So again, I wasn't really sure how to take that. Like, was that like a threatening I got you? Like, oh, okay, so that's how it is. You want me to pay? Okay, I got you, you know? Or was it like, hey, I miraculously found a $20 sitting on the floor, so I got you, I can pay you now, you know what I'm saying? My honest guess is that she tried taking her hair out herself and she couldn't, and then she's like, ugh, fine, I'll pay it because I can't do it myself. Because I honestly don't feel like she had planned on actually having me do it after finding out that she would have to pay $20. $20. So I wasn't really sure. So I just said, okay, are we still good for 10 a.m. tomorrow? And she said, yes, I'll see you tomorrow. So I said, okay, see you tomorrow. And I'll be honest, at this point, I was kind of mad because I was like, I don't want to do your hair anymore. Like, I don't. I don't. Like, I can go on about how I get so aggravated when people try to get discounted services or free services that they don't deserve. I can't stand when people change their mind about something and they expect you to pay for it in free labor. If I honestly did something wrong, obviously I would own up to it, and yes, you would get a free service or get a refund or something. But I did nothing wrong. The hair was too spacey. You had a problem with the spacing in the part. I could have fixed it for you when you found your hair. We could have gotten more hair from the shop, but you don't want to sit there any longer. If you have a problem but you don't give me a chance to fix it, you can't fault me for that. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% on you. So my plan for today, because this was today that I was going to do her hair. Today's Monday. So my plan was to go to the shop early so that I can tell the shop owner about the whole situation and ask him to take the money from her before he sends her back to me, because my next assumption was that she was gonna come and have me take out her hair and then leave, because I just know for a fact she's not planning on paying for this service, even though it's only $20. It's just so funny when people are trying to like get away with such a little bit of money. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that to some people that's a lot of money, but I know to her it's not. I just know that, okay? So my candle smells so good. You guys see it burning back there? My winter frosted cranberry. I keep smelling it. It smells so good. Anyway, so I'm all dressed and whatever. I'm getting ready to head out my door this morning, and then she texts me and says, sorry, can't make it. She texted me, what time did she text me? I think it was about 15 minutes before her appointment. So yeah, about that, because that's about the time I was trying to leave my house, because I only live 5 minutes away from the shop, so I would have still been there 10 minutes before he even opened, because he opens at 10 and her appointment was at 10, so I would have beat her to it anyway. So that was just, it's funny because she obviously planned on doing that. Like, she was trying to be petty. Like, you knew yesterday that you weren't going to come for the service. But in her mind, I guess she gets a kick out of knowing that I got up and got dressed to go do her hair, and she canceled on me last second. I guess that's her way of getting her vengeance or whatever. I don't know. It did something for her. I don't know what it is, but it did something for her. So good for her, I guess. But it was just funny because I didn't want to do her hair anymore, because I already lost respect for you because you were just casually an hour late for your service, and now you're trying to get me to redo your service for free. And it's, why do I want a client like that? Why do I want to deal with a client like that? So anyways, when she said that, I just said, no problem at all, exclamation point, smiley face. And that was it. So I'm positive that she will never book with me again, but even if she ever did try to for any reason, she will not get an appointment with me, because I'm not desperate. There's no one client that I am desperate to have. And, you know, like, I thank God every day that I'm not the type of person who needs to be desperate for anybody's money. So if you want to disrespect me and show up late or not show up or anything like that, I would much rather lose you as a client than lose my self-respect and my dignity. That's not even hard to figure out. That's not even a tough decision to make. Oh yeah, and remember how I said to remember that she was late because she was taking her hair out? Isn't it funny that she couldn't take her hair out now that she thought that I messed up her hair? It's like, you just want to come in and have me do something on you for free. Couldn't you take it out like you did last time when you were late to your original appointment? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, when she texted me this morning and said she wasn't coming, I was going through our recent text messages and I realized, like I said, I do her hair very sporadically, so I didn't even realize that there was a pattern with her, but looking back at the messages, there's a pattern. The very first time she had an appointment with me, she texted me that morning. I remember, let's say, I forgot the exact time, but let's say it was an 11 o'clock appointment. She said, sorry, I'm running late, I'll be there before 12. That means you could be there at 11:59. You know what I'm saying? That's not okay. And then the second appointment she canceled that morning. The third appointment was the one last week where she was an hour late, and the fourth one was this morning. So in total, she's had 4 appointments with me. 2 of them she canceled last second. 2 of them she was an hour late. Why do I need a client like that? Why do I need you as my client? You know what I'm saying? And what irritates me about the way she handles the fact that she's late is that she just said she's gonna be late. Like, she's just saying it like, okay, just so you know, I'm late, deal with it. It's not just saying, I'm running late, can you still take me? No, sorry, no, nothing like that. And another thing, and this is probably a small thing, but if you're running late, it doesn't make sense that you're texting me instead of calling me, because when you text someone, it shows that you have time to spare. If you're running late, you should call me from your car as you're out there stuck in the traffic that's making you late. You know what I'm saying? Like, just casually being like, I'm gonna be an hour late, and that's it. No, sorry. No, that's not okay. That's not okay. So yeah, clients like that who show a pattern of just being careless with their time and with their appointments, I don't take them again. And I would tell them, if they try and book with me, I will say that they need to find a new stylist because I'm tired of wasting my time behind you. But in nicer words. But usually, it's like one chance and that's it. Like, show me one time, I'm not gonna take you ever again. If you're late and it's a habit that you're late, I'm not taking you again. You're not worth it to me. You're not worth my time. Matter of fact, you're a waste of my time, technically speaking, because half the time, if you're late, I can't take you anyway, because I'm not gonna make my next client late just for you. I'm not gonna be running behind my whole day just for you. I'm not gonna be late to my other job just for you. So anyways, I'm gonna end here because I'm just gonna keep on rambling about inconsiderate clients as a whole. Because it's sad that I deal with it as much as I do, but it's not nearly as much as I deal with good clients. Like, my nicer clients outweigh them a lot, so that's good. But just being in this industry, like, you meet a lot of inconsiderate, entitled people. So anyway, so that was one of them. So I just wanted to share that story today just because, it just happened and it's fresh and I just wanted to tell somebody. So I'm telling you guys. So thanks for listening to my story and my little rants. But yeah, I would not be dealing with her again. And like I said, I'm sure she won't ever want to book with me anyway, because I'm pretty sure that in her heart she really believes that I deserve to give her a free service. Why are you trying to fight me over $20, lady? Like, alright, so that's it for this video, and it's also it for today's vlog. That's all I'm doing for today's Vlogmas video. Thank you guys so much for watching and for listening, and I hope you were at least entertained at the very, very least. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!